morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Two teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert running left off the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is fielded at the 27. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 28-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah. Your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the foot. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to get up here to the 26. On first down, Justin Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally. Herbert off of play action. And he wisely will throw that one away. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Herbert throwing again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On first down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. The Broncos at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. Here's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it. But
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Broncos. K.J. Hamler with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And this is now a one-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The Charger drive about to get going. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, 64 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Herbert on first down now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. On the move past the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off.
He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's what we are.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway from the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Wilson. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the interception, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Herbert. Touchdown! Mike Williams from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. KJ Hamler, 72 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 36 yards on the play.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running left, here's Edmonds. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Here's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Albert Okwuegbunam. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air again, Herbert. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And oh, he coughed it up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Play action. Now Wilson.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Finding room at midfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wilson.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
No. 19. Hey, check mark 33. Check mark 33. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. Alert. Check 33. 33.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Mike, check 33. 33. Check pass.
On 3rd down, Wilson steps away. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And this one is incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
He's got a man, complete. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Herbert now. Going up top. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career.